welcome to the next project. And wow, this one's a very good one. So we work closely with lettings agents around our area, and they managed to contact us. Say, look, we've got a property here. We can't sell it on the open market. Not mortgageable in the slightest. You'll see why as the video goes on. It's a cracker. So yeah, they phoned us knowing that it's this type of project that we love these. We can really get our teeth stuck into them. So I'm going to give you a quick tour around, tell you about what's going on with the property, what we'd planned on doing with it, and how it's ended up in this situation. So, fight your way into the property to start with. There we go. See, lintel above the window's completely gone. I tried putting OSB on it, it's never going to work. We've got the usual bathtub in the garden, spindles, massively overgrown. The trees gotta go. I can't even show you the back garden. It's just not accessible. Nettles. Great, shouldn't be wearing shorts. We have, I'll show you inside, but just note that window there, see how it's melted out, and the gutter above it. So yeah, that'll need a new window. Might be able to fix that one. So yeah, this is basically what I can show you the garden so far. Let's take you on the inside. So this property started off as probably a nice little 2-bed home. Someone took it over and decided to have a weed farm in it. But luckily they've already started taking some of the plaster off, so saved us a job there. Nice one, fellas. But the rest of it's just been left to rack and ruin. The floorboards are gone. I'm assuming the joist has gone with it, which, yeah, no, they will be. We've got the timber lintels here, they're going, so that's going to have to be replaced, which I'll point out upstairs. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I've got a few tools there. Might be able to use them. Don't think we're going to use that fridge though. And leading through, this is the lovely back room where, from what we've heard, someone was actually living here on that bed that's upside down. I'm guessing they're the people that were looking after the weed farm and didn't do a very good job of it. There's all the Jimmy rigged electrics, which is free, courtesy of everyone else paying for it for them. And then this is where I start the video, just in the kitchen. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a bit of ripping out he's doing on this one. I'd love to be able to get to the back, but I haven't got a key for the back door, and as you can see, I can't get around the side. In fact, I do know the neighbours. I'll see if they'll let me come round this side and just do a quick video. But we shall continue the tour. I'll try avoid not breaking an ankle. Unsolved murders, probably going to find one here. And here we go. So they boarded everything off, I'm assuming for keeping the heat in or whatever they do. I don't know much about weed farms. And here we go, so this is the front room here. I mean, I don't even know why they tried. Trying to make it inconspicuous by covering the windows over. I mean, yeah, no one's going to notice. So yeah, that would not pass any ICR. I mean, to be fair, at least they deserved it. To go to that extent. I mean, I don't even know what these are. But they look, I mean, they're heavy. I think they're filters. Yeah, machine filters. But yeah, there's just tubs and tubs of whatever these chemicals are. I mean, I've never actually ripped out a weed farm before, so I don't know if I need to speak to the police about whether I need to dispose of this, because no matter what, I'm the kind of guy that put them in a van to take it to the tip, get pulled over and done for carrying illegal materials or something. So I can't really see in the back here, but this is the tent they had in the back room. And there's actually a fire. So that window I was showing you before was here. And that's where it's all melted at the top, and they just poured it over. And you got the lovely family bathroom through here. So there's going to be quite a bit of ripping out on this one. One takes everything back to brick. It's not worth trying to keep anything. But they've done a decent job of the walls. Can't complain on that bit. Lettings agents allowed us into this one. Just to come around, start making plans, speaking to contractors, getting everyone booked in. Because the last thing we want to do is get the keys and then start asking people, right, when are you available? Get people booked in, work out what day we get the keys, get everyone set for there. So as soon as we've got the keys, hit the ground running, because this one's going to be I'd say 4 months. So you're normally looking about 3, but the reason for this one, we do have a bit of structural damage to the front, which is that lintel I was showing you before here. All this is bowed, whether we can support it or has to be replaced, we'll see. And then there is that lintel at the top there that's gone. That'll need replacing, but the brick is meeting us here later on after this to have a look, see what they think. There is also the gable wall, which I forgot to point out, always downstairs. There is a bow to it, so whether we can restrain that or whether that needs rebuilding, I'm happy with either. I've budgeted for the worst case scenario, in case we get the keys or the sale didn't go through. I didn't want to spend too much time going through all the nitty gritty. So ballpark, definitely on the worst case. Based the price on that, managed to achieve the price I wanted to purchase that, which is quite happy. Then anything we gain from there is just savings. So say I've budgeted for rebuilding the gable wall and we don't require that, it's savings. You know, the cost of being, restraining it by half. So that's extra money that we can put onto the next project. So I always budget things slightly on the worst case scenario. Because if I want to go, oh, I'll plan this out, I know what I'm doing here. Until you start on a project, you don't know what you're going to come across. There is always little bits that trip you up. You don't discover things. We might take this down. I know it's a stud wall, but I'm using an example. Take that down and find something behind it, or say it's ground floor, take something down the damp. Worst case scenarios all the time. When you start the project, you end up better off because you've budgeted more than you require. If you don't use the budget in that bit, you might decide to upgrade the kitchen, make it a bit nicer. So there's different things you can play around with, but yeah. So this is the gable wall I was telling you about. As you can see the point around here, it should all plane through, but you can see it just curves right round. So we'll have to look at that, see what's going on. So plan is to get rid of these privets, they're hideous, but we need to do this first, which allows space for a skip here. Because putting them on the drives, the permits are so expensive. Space to put skip here, but eventually we'll be turning this into the drive. Similar to next doors here. And then we have to move the entrance a bit further over, but it's just privets all the way down, so when we build the garden wall at the front, we can sort all access out. You can go straight into the house here, put it here. But what we are planning is putting an EV charger here, just in case tenants do have one. Here's the start of the new project. Just had a little walk around there, showing you what we're going to do with it, see our plans. This video will be going up possibly this weekend. Now, the updates I would like to do weekly, but we've not completed on this one yet, so we can't actually start. There's no point in case it falls through and we've just started ripping out someone else's house for them for free. So it might be 2-3 weeks, maybe a month before the legals go through, so we'll get back to you as soon as we have that with the updates. But yeah, I'm hoping to do weekly videos on this one now. I've tried on the past few, but as you can see through the playlist, Causey Driver ended up selling. Was made an offer that we was walking away with more money to walk away then than it was to actually complete the project, so it made no sense to continue. So we sold that one, which is why the videos abruptly stopped. I think I will do a little catch up on that one. I spoke to the new builder that's got it. If he'll let me go around, have a little tour around that one for you, so you can still see what was going to be done there. And then the other one was North Road, which the customer changed their mind and wasn't happy with us doing the filming. So the videos are still there, he's happy with them remaining, but didn't want me to continue, so not my property, so I had to respect his opinions on that one and stop that one. But that one is finished, it was a nice one. 8 apartments to get out of it. He's turned them into Airbnbs because it's so close to the City Stadium with a new Corp Arena. He's making more money on doing Airbnbs than actually renting out as family lets. Yeah, so this one is ours, so there's no reason for me to have to stop. So yeah, weekly updates videos on this when it completes. I'm hoping to keep you up to date with what's going on, and yeah, probably show you a few little tips and tricks along the way, and you get to see how a full property starts, especially in this condition. We'll go from there. Thank you.